Okay, good evening and welcome to another episode of In the Gutter Chat House. Tonight I'm with Berty Burton, bass player with Tigertailz, and at the moment the City Kids. I had to think about that one, but yes. I think I was getting confused with the Tigertailz City Kids from Wales down there. I think that's what I was confused with.
I'm surprised no one has really made much of a connection with that one, or has really made comments about that, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Since obviously, Matt used to drum for him as well, I think, at the time. So
yeah,
but, he's not made a comment yet. So
yeah,
never mind.
So anyway, first things first. How are you coping under the COVID-19 at the moment? You're coping okay? Obviously, you can't do any gigs. You can't do an awful lot musically at the moment, apart from some recording, obviously.
It's not been too bad, in all honesty. It's I think, like everyone else, is that there's people are just obviously itching to want to get to getting to do some other bits here and there and everything.
Yeah.
It's not really sort of affected me too much in a sense, apart from obviously just the lack of being able to go out and see everyone, really. Right. So to as much as I did anyway.
Yeah.
But then obviously I think the good thing was obviously creative type stuff with larger volumes of time to do stuff and everything. It's been good to try to expand and doing some extra creative means for obviously in our case, obviously it's writing material and obviously just recording stuff and everything.
So you currently you've got two projects on the go, I assume still. City Kids, as I said, Tigertailz, as I said as well. Tigertailz, are they still ongoing? Are they still a band that we can expect to see again?
Yeah, I mean, Tails is still pretty much a band and everything. It's just obviously it's just on temporary hiatus just for the meantime and everything. So, basically, what sort of happened was we had a good string of shows when we got booked to do Hard Rock Please for the first two shows that they did.
Yeah.
We're really cooking with gas and thing with that. We were really. We get some absolute stonking shows with them and everything. We've got some absolutely great stuff coming out from that and everything. And then I think after that, we were due to do Hard Rock Hell AOR. I think the following year, last year, I think it was.
Yeah.
March last year. But then we had an email go around which Jay contacted us. I think it was either. I can't remember if it was just before or after Christmas, and that's when he sort of let us know that he had issues with his hearing problems and everything. So it got to the point where I didn't go really into depth with it and everything, but basically his some significant hearing loss, which was obviously going to be problematic to obviously a live environment. So when as you know, as a musician, obviously standing in front of lamps nearly every other night and everything. Even protection obviously can be pretty deafening and everything. And since then, I've been more conscious with using ear protection. Obviously, when we do shows and rehearsals, as everyone should really do anyway.
Yeah.
So obviously, then with that happening, obviously, unfortunately, we had to cancel out doing the show. Bowing out and everything, and then obviously Rob's been out busy doing his other band and everything, so it's sort of hard to. It's been hard to sort of get the two together and everything when he's been busy and everything.
Yeah.
I think what we have got booked for now, if it goes ahead, we're going to be playing Hard Rock Hell in November.
Oh right, okay.
Like I said, that once again, like I said, COVID permitting and everything. So so if it's going ahead, obviously we'll be doing that again and everything. So, but then as far as material is concerned and everything, I think we just generally need a good kick up the arse just to want to get some more stuff done, really. So
Yeah. I was going to say it's been quite a while since the last album. 2016 was it for Blast?
2016, yeah, Blast and everything. So we did. I said we did a decent tour. Like I said, that comes with all sorts of. Like I said, ups and downs. But that obviously we did a great UK tour and European stint and everything. But then obviously we were supposed to go to America towards the end of that year as well. But that fell through because Rob couldn't get into the States at that time.
Yeah.
A bit of a shame, but it was what it was. It was like there was like an idea of if the rest of us still went and because the original singer, the previous singer, Jules, before Rob that stepped up singing, he was actually at the festival as well. So there was kind of a sort of nod about doing that, but we kind of just said we'd rather just of us do it or no, none of us do it. So it was a bit of a letdown and everything, but it couldn't have been helped. Obviously, we got let down by not particularly by Rob, of course. Obviously, just with the situation with how they dealt with him and everything, and so it's a credit to him, I guess. Obviously, it was a bit of a fun moment and everything, but then especially now with everything that's happening globally, especially in the States, obviously going over there's going to be 9 in the future, I think, anyway.
Going back a little bit, rewinding slightly, because I was quite a big Tigertailz fan back in the day, obviously. I've dug out my vinyl, look.
Hey.
The original, yeah.
Not bad.
How did you come about joining Tigertailz?
It's really funny actually, because I nearly almost actually threw the gig away, to be quite honest. When I moved to Nottingham, and I've known Rob for a fair few years on the touring circuit and everything. Yeah. And like the whole glam rock thing isn't really my cup of tea, just full stop.
Right.
So I mean, like I said, I sort of I had like a little hair in my face with like Motley and all that kind of stuff. But it was nothing that was really dear to my heart in a sense and everything. So I remember seeing his little journey when he first joined Tailz, when he became a guitar player, then the bass player and everything. Then it got to the point the current lineup he was in at that time, he stepped down as bass player, and he just messaged me just saying, Tailz looking for a bass player, so I don't know if you're interested or not. So he, like I said, he got in touch with me about it. He sent me the EP that they'd done, the Knives one they did. And he sent me that, and I listened to some of it, and I was like, it's okay and everything, because it wasn't particularly my kind of thing at the time and everything, as opposed to what I was listening. So I'm like a token AC/DC Motorhead guy, like through and through. So repetitive is it's my kind of jam and everything. Yeah. But he sent me that. It's like it sounds all right. It's like, but can I? I was thinking. So I was even doubting myself, thinking, but can I get into something and sort of like and then do it, and then sort of like not have my heart in it and stuff like that. Yeah. Say, for example, like I said, if I got asked to be in like a death metal band or something like that, it's not something I'd listen to or something. I wouldn't join it for the sake of doing that and everything. So I kind of I kind of softly turned it down at first and everything, and saying I explained to him like what I just said then and everything. Okay, so I said we'll just keep in touch just in case anything turns out and everything. Then lo and behold, I finally chased him up on the offer again. I thought, fuck it, let's actually go for it. My mate Howard actually bullied me. Howard Dogs. He bullied me, saying, why the fuck did you turn that down? I said, if I were you, I said, if I'd have gone for it, if you hadn't gone for it. So tried to go back and everything. They contacted, I'd rung it back up and everything.
Yeah.
I said, oh, we've found someone now. I says, oh, shit, okay. So I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't too beaten down by it.
Mm.
It was, like, it had been a great opportunity, I thought. I said, but never mind and everything. I said, but keep in touch regardless, whatever. He gets in touch with me the next day. He says, do you still want that bass position? It's like, yeah. Right, what, I thought you had the guy. I said, yeah, it was fucking dreadful. I said, apparently the guy, this young lad or something, he turned up or something, and he had a list of the songs which they'd given him, and he'd learnt all the songs and everything. But what he sounded like he'd done is, because obviously all the Tigertailz recordings are all in different tunings, like Young Crazy's like in E flat, Berserk standard. Some of the newer stuff's in like D. Musician. But what he then, what we do is we transcribe all our songs currently into D standard.
Right.
So we, like I said, the Berserk album, it's like in E standard. We play it a step down.
Yeah.
But I think what he'd done is he'd learned it exactly to the tuning to the record as opposed to moving down to it. So
yeah.
But it's quite clever in a sense, obviously, that he was thinking his mind of doing it that way, but then it was not thinking too much outside the box. So so he sent me the CD with all the songs on and everything. So I learnt them all. Arranged to go down to Cardiff to do rehearsal with the guys and everything. Before we even played a note, we were already having a photo shoot with everyone. So, I'd me back with all my glad rags on and everything, and me and all my eyeliner and everything. So got ourselves all tarted up and everything doing this, and shoots with everyone, did some solo shoots and everything. And even then, like I said, looking back at the photos now, it actually looked like quite a, where it looked like a uniform band. So so it looked like already. So did that, and we went to go to the rehearsals. And like I said, I'm one of these people who, if I do learn something, I'll do my best to sort of learn it as close as I can to the original, in the sense like a bit just to sort of just make it for like ease sake and everything. So usually what we do is, I don't know, like I said, what most bands is, we go through the set list from top to bottom. We'll have a bit of a break, and then we, time permitted, we might go through it again. And go over a couple of songs if they feel need tightening up. So we do 15 songs from start to finish, and just crack them out after about 1.5 hours, and it sounds great. They asked me if I wanted to do any song. I thought it was fine. They asked if they wanted to redo any songs with me. Same thing. Okay, we'll have a piss break and everything, and we'll go out again. So go get myself a quick break, get myself a little drink and everything. 10 minutes later, Matt's packing down his drum set. I was like, I thought we were going to go do it all over again. Like, no, that's it. I said, you've done it. It's fine. It sounds great. So it's like I said, we just immediately clicked just as soon as we did that, and it was fantastic. And then obviously since then, it's just when we've all gotten together and doing rehearsals and everything, it just sounds like absolutely mega and monstrous, and really really tight knit group of lads.
Before we move on from Tigertailz, I've got to ask this question for a personal reason, really. But how did you feel when you re-recorded this? This is
it's probably more doing the photo for the replica of that one. I don't know if you've seen it. We actually did. We actually did a 30, yeah. We did like a 30th anniversary reissue of it. So we re-recorded it.
Yeah.
On pink vinyl, obviously with photos.
Yeah.
Mimicking like
That's
as well.
Right. Yeah.
And
so,
yeah.
How did you feel re-recording that though? You felt good doing that? Yeah.
It sounded great.
Just going through the motions.
I think we just got on and did it because obviously obviously we've got in the studio and everything. It's weird because it's like I said, it didn't sound any real different from the original. Obviously, apart from obviously Rob singing instead, but it sounded just like us, but just obviously just more spruced up record. Yeah, it was fun doing it. It was probably less fun doing the photos and everything, but I mean, it's hard. It's hard to have to try and emulate someone, especially with obviously someone not only of a band who has such a big fan base, but a member who has obviously having to now be in Peppy's shoes.
Yeah,
and obviously it's because the thing I always think about when I've done Tail shows and everything, I've never really wanted to try and be like a replica of whatever Pepsi did. You could, so I said, knowing the guy and everything, then you couldn't really copy that sort of thing and just like assume to someone just to step in.
Yeah.
So I just obviously do my own sort of flair and everything. But it was good doing that anyway. And obviously when we did shows and everything, and we had some of the big die-hard fans, and who were now good friends with us. And they're all telling us stories of Pepsi and stuff like that, and it's really heartwarming to obviously know. Obviously, I never met him, unfortunately, but it's really nice sort of hearing from obviously all the stories that other guys have had from meeting him and everything, and it's obviously just what a down to earth guy.
I briefly met him. They played Coventry to one man and his dog, basically. There was no interest in the glam scene in Coventry back in the 80s when they started up, really. But I did meet him and the rest of the band at that gig. But I can't really recall too much about it now, to be honest. But probably.
Like I said, it was always great. Like I said, it was, we did the like the anniversary concert for Pepsi as well a few years back and everything. So it was nice. It was also quite nice to hear from some of my friends that you've done him proud and stuff like that. So it's it's just been an absolute pleasure doing it. So I don't know if it's something you're going back to later on or
no. I was going to ask you next, really, about some of the other bands that you've played with. That you've had a couple of stints with a few of the local bands, I think, to yourself. I've got a Drug Dealer Cheerleader, New Gen Superstars, Last Great Dreamers, and Beth Blade and the Beautiful Disasters. I'm guessing that these are all pretty much local to Nottingham, are they?
No, not from it.
No.
That's literally spanning from way back years back. I did Drug Dealer Cheerleader was probably about 2000 and I want to say 2009 or something like that. So quite this like I said, when I was literally just starting to really sort of stepping on the gigging circuit and everything. So obviously I'm not that old either. Like I'm only 31. So like when that record came out, I wasn't even born that last night. So that's it. Well,
you're trying to show my age now, aren't you?
Like I said, the thing is, the amount of peers I have and everything, it's like I always end up like just getting on, like I said, with these bands, but obviously with people who at least got like a maybe even a good decade on me and stuff like that. So so Drug Dealer Cheerleader was like one of the very first ones that, like I said, it sort of got me cutting my teeth from going on touring, just up in the country and stuff. So that sort of that was like the literal sort of cliche sex rock and roll sort of introduction to proper gigging. I suppose like some of my previous bands when I was younger, obviously was just doing like cause, when I used to live back up in Yorkshire, I was just doing obviously the same local gigs, stuff like that. But then obviously going to that sort of just opened the door just for more things. It literally was a case I think I heard their song on a compilation CD, which was on one of the classic rock magazines.
Oh, right.
I thought that sounded good. And they came to a local show in Bradford at Gasworks. The very first reincarnation of it. And obviously got talking to them about it and stuff like that. They needed the bass player for a tour, and obviously I just jumped at the chance. Obviously, young 19-year-old lad who wants to do a UK tour. Not really what a tour, a UK tour is like. Of course I'm going to do it. So did that, and everything. And a few years later, obviously, then I finally moved down to Nottingham, and obviously because there wasn't much going, obviously, because I lived in my hometown, Ilkley, which is just shy of like Leeds and Bradford. Right. So whenever I tell people, I always say I'm from Leeds, but it's not. So I finally moved to Nottingham, literally going back and forth every other weekend. So finally moved on. And then once again, I was introduced to guys in New Generation Superstars as well. Again, they had a CD on the song on the CD of classic rock. So I met up with the guys, got talking to their manager Shelley and everything, and got good friends with them. Obviously knew me from playing with Drug Dealer. And I got a random phone call off her and everything saying this was probably like a couple of years after that. So just a complete random call, said, I've got a proposition for you. I said, okay. I said, how would you fancy doing a tour of Finland with New Gen? It's like, yeah, of course I would. Obviously, at the time and everything, it seemed, Finland seemed to be nowhere I'd have ever conceived to have gone and do a show and everything. So, obviously, once again, went to go down and do rehearsals, knocked them out the park, and then obviously we started going to do all the stuff in. So we did Helsinki, Tampere, and a few shows here and there.
I was going to say, was this pre Johnny Suicide? I take it.
Oh, this was way before Johnny. Johnny, I think Johnny was still like Tuesday, I think, at the time. Or it was either that, or he was still in Wildside Riot. But But this is I think it's probably about 2009, 2010 with those guys. And so I had a little stint with those guys and everything, and I said some of the best gigs I've ever done, I think, with those guys. And like I said, definitely one of my top tours with playing with those guys and everything.
Let's move along a little bit then, and we'll move on to the latest, the band, which is this has been on constant play. This has, as it has been for a lot of people, I believe. This was JJ's baby originally, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah, it pretty much is. I mean, it's like you said, yeah, it's his thing and everything, but it's just like a little bit of extra sprinkled in from us guys and everything, just to ground him stuff.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you have any rehearsals or anything before you actually did this album? Before lockdown? Did you all get
all
together?
4 of us haven't been together yet, mate. So no.
I didn't think you had. That's why I was asking the question. Really, I didn't think you had because it's a difficult one for you to all do as well as a rehearsal, I believe, because you're at different ends of the country and things.
Well, plus one of them not in the same country.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
but
exactly.
Yeah.
We're
actually in the process at the moment trying to figure out when we can actually do a rehearsal together and everything. So, JJ's wisdom, it'd be a better idea for us 3 to go to Denmark, do rehearsals there to get him over. It was obviously more for the idea for holiday and stuff like that, but fortunately my passport's not valid at the moment, so I won't be able to have done that.
Right. It's a bit of a super group, really, isn't it, City Kids? Because you've got yourself from Tigertailz, you've got Dennis from Warrior Soul, and you've also got Dave from Falling Red, and he also does a little bit with Stevie Pierce as well, I believe.
He did he did. I think he did a couple of numbers like on the demo stuff and everything that me and JJ did back in the days.
But yeah, and you've also got lots of guests on the. If people manage to get the double album, that is, there's quite a few guests on spread out over the 2 albums as well. Quite impressive as well, I must say.
Yeah, but like I said, that was great though for that album, because it's both the albums in general has been, for me personally, has been the easiest recording for an album I've ever done, because the way we were doing it, we obviously JJ just kept on. He's still doing it now. Just keeps on sending us parts, just draft ideas, and send me bits once the drums down. I'll get my bass down to it, and then I'll still get his guitars and do the vocals, and then he just like I said, we just kept on adding until the album's then complete. We got that mixed, and obviously we just went and did the covers one. But for the covers, obviously we had ideas of who we wanted to be on the album with us, but it literally was just a case of chasing people up to see if they wanted to do it and could do it and stuff like that. But then, like I said, looking at who we've got in it now, we've got like a really good roster of friends who have helped us out and put their unique stamp on some of these songs that people obviously know and everything. And it's definitely something we're really proud of and everything. To say it's literally apart, like especially the main album, to say apart from the drums, literally everything is just all home recorded. Yeah, so we've all just our own little home studios and just done that, and it just sounds absolute shit hot. So it's it's hard to not toot your horn on something which does sound that great, to be honest. We've actually got another video that's it's actually in the pipeline at the moment, right? Which is just a lyric video and everything. But we just thought with just still whilst the album's fresh and everything, just still to be releasing some sort of content as and when and everything. So we thought, well, we don't really want to do like another a video like of us just playing in front of a camera like everyone else, because that's just because we did that obviously with the You Get Nothing one, but obviously we had a load of our mates in it as well. But all the videos that are coming out, it's really saturating the market now for doing it. So we thought, well, we don't really want to do another one of these like you said, the Zoom rehearsals and play things. So we just opted for like a lyric video. We've done that one for All I Want, which is the song which we got Tracy Guns playing on. Because we didn't want to because this one that we would have naturally wanted to have done for a release, or for a single or a video, was Rats.
Rats, yeah.
But
I knew you were going
which
to
is
say that.
yeah, which is it's a big fan favourite. Like I said, we love it. I remember listening, like I said, when he first sent me the demo of it. I thought this sounds fucking great. And this particular track, and I had like an idea of doing like a quite a like a Guns N' Roses-esque sort of like tone to it, playing along with it.
Yeah.
I still think it sounds quite similar to like Out to Get Me kind of vibe on it and everything.
Yeah.
But we thought we don't really want to do like a subpar, not a subpar video, but we want to really sort of like make an impact with this particular song.
Yeah.
Just with the sheer sort of venom that it's got in it. It needs a full band.
It does, yeah.
Video on it, and obviously we've also asked Billy and Alex from Suicide Notes, so if they're happy to
co-star
to obviously join us. And I think they're obviously chomping a bit for wanting to do it and everything. So it's a funny story with when we did the UK tour with Tails. It's all band, the Black Bullet, supported us on the very last gig and everything. So we do the show as normal, and obviously we get off the stage and we do the whole thing. We go to all the fans and we'll sign stuff and have photos with people. And then once the majority of that, what we ended up doing was we ended up all four of us getting together so people could have like full like band photos with us all and everything. So you could have someone in the middle doing that. So I remember Billy sort of like bustling over and getting right in the middle, just like cheekily sort of thing. So he gets in, he's got his arms around us and everything, and he just sort of quips at us and saying, "Oh, if you guys ever need a new singer or something like that, so just give me a call or something." You should have seen Rob's rock. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It was one of those things. It proper ticked him off as well. As a fucking guy saying that after, but it gave me a laugh and everything. So obviously when we can all sort of get together with people and everything, that's going to be the next hopefully full band video that we're going to be doing and everything. And then some, really.
Oh, right. Yeah, cool. Who decided on the cover tunes that you were going to do for the album? Was that already preset? Was it by JJ?
As good, to be honest. I mean, like you said, it was always JJ's baby. This whole thing and everything. But he said, because the whole preconception of even before the City Kids thing was he just wanted to do an album of covers just like all his mates. So that's where, like I said, we did the 2 Motorhead tracks, like with me and Steve as well. It basically sort of stemmed on that, and obviously he had a few ideas for some other songs that he wanted to do, and he did that basically. It just sort of evolved from that. So I mean, the album itself, he sent me the demo for Better View and said if I was interested in doing that. So yeah, sounds great. And he says, I've got a load more songs. I said, do you want to have a look at doing them? I said, yeah, just send us a few more over. I said, do you want to do the whole lot? I said, fuck yeah, just send me the whole lot and everything. And obviously it all just sort of stemmed from that. And that was basically just how it literally just like accidentally just created a band just from there.
Yeah. Have you got some gigs lined up to do with the City Kids?
We've got a few actually. I mean, we're technically still billed for the Cold Wild Festival in end of September, which is the one which got rescheduled from. As far as we're aware, up to this point of obviously recording now, it's still going ahead. But obviously, obviously it's still taking baby steps, obviously, to obviously see what's going to happen closer to the time and everything. Because as far as we're aware, obviously, with the whole COVID thing, I mean, it could literally just take a nosedive and everything slowly go back to normal.
Yeah.
We might have to sort of scale things back as well. But as far as we're aware, if we can do it, if we're able to do it, that's the first gig that will be, which would be main stage on the Saturday, which would be great. And then we've also got a few more books, I think, more for next year. So we're also playing Rockmantic in February 21 as well. So we're playing that. I think we've also got headline slot at the Dementia Wearer Fest in Wolverhampton. So we've got at Gifford and everything. So we've got our Dave and everything who's kindly booked, and that'll be my fourth Dementia Aware Festival. So it's always a great shows that they put on and everything. Obviously, it's for a good cause, of course. So that'll be a really good one. Suicide Notes will be there as well, so them two will be able to come up with us and everything. I think we've also got a few. I think we've got a few more sort of pending, obviously confirmation for dates. Obviously, whatever's happening next year, and obviously, I think we were trying to get sneakily trying to get on a couple of tours with some sort of name bands and everything, but it was just more a case of JJ, people in these bands and everything, just trying to. I think you've probably got a good idea of who said bands might be and everything, but one of them has already been rescheduled for said tour and everything. So but we still not really back for them, which obviously can be a good thing or a bad thing. But obviously I think what we're doing is we're just looking at sort of just booking anything and everything as best can, really. So
So if the gigs don't work out, have you got any plans to carry on recording, or are you're going to be recording anyway for the follow-up to the first album?
JJ already got about like 20 plus songs already down for the next album, if not more. So he's literally since day one of release, he's still pumping out songs, and he's got stuff, and he's already just sending more. So I've got another one down. And he keeps sending all these tracks down, and everything. So, but then there's actually some really good songs in it and everything. There's one which we've demoed down with everyone, and it sounds absolutely monster. It sounds completely different to anything that we've actually done on the debut album. And he's already penning that as like an opening track for when we next go out and stuff like that. So that's going to be really cool. There's also another track he's got, which which obviously an album track, which he's already got a couple of guests sort of lined up for that and everything. Obviously within the sort of family of people he knows things. So quite cool when that comes out and everything. So both for obviously a release date, and obviously especially for me as a fan release as well. So
great.
So probably early next year, album 2 probably be out. So but yeah, we're literally at the stage of we're just demoing down as much stuff as we can, even to the extent of we've already got a list of covers for shit that we like, more shit that you like. Volume 2 of the covers now, and we've got some. We've done a cover of Blackout in the Red Room in demo so far, and that sounds that sounds really good and everything. We've got a few decent ones. We've got a few few sneaky ones in there and everything, which are which sound great and everything, which have been vamped up. And thinking that's fucking good. I remember JJ sent me a video of Madonna doing Borderline. I'm thinking he sent me the video and I see it.
Yeah.
What the fuck's this for? And just watch it. Just watch it. It puts it on. So I put this on and everything, and it's like, oh, this is actually really good. It's like, we could do a good version of this. And lo and behold, watching it back, it was actually a really good version of doing it. Because obviously it was obviously, you know, ramped up with guitar, you know, guitar and everything. And it actually did. So I was like, if we got, like I said, we got a decent vocalist doing this, we could actually do a really good version of this. But yeah, so as far as the covers are concerned, obviously they're more than likely is going to be a volume 2 and everything, and there's going to be album 2 is basically in the works already.
Yeah. Have you got any guests lined up, or is that not at this point in time a decision that has been made, or has JJ approached anybody? Or is it too early to say?
I think the thing is, I think we've always sort of hard at like saying, oh, how about we ask, so it's like all of our friends and let's try and get this girl and stuff like that. He's definitely, I think we're definitely trying to get Danny on the next album.
Right.
I think Danny's actually he's going to be doing that track that was on about earlier. So it'll be interesting to get him on it. So whether or not he'll be playing bass on it for like a track or something, I don't know. So I mean, it'd be cool if he did, because I mean, it's because it's weird. Obviously, like, you know, I played all the bass on both albums. Obviously, same about a lot of guitar players who played on one as well. But it'd be cool if he did some of that stuff and everything. As far as like other confirmed people, obviously we have ideas of who we'd like to get on with it and everything. Well, obviously that was obviously the same situation with the first album. So you know, you want people in advance and say they fancy doing something, they say yeah, you're up for it, but then obviously they you know, it's hard to chase them up or get them on board or anything. Still very early days for guests in that sort of sense and everything. So
is it also a route that you want to follow, having different guests on these different albums, or wouldn't you prefer to stick to the 4 guys that are already in the band, or is that just you've hit a formula at the moment and it's fun, shall we say?
Yeah, I think I reckon the majority of the next album, I reckon that might more the case. Something I think, like I said, we might do that one track that we mentioned. We might just have, like I said, the one set, I guess, just on that and everything. I generally think, and I mean this in no way in the harshest sense or anything. I think it was just Jay getting like nicely carried away with just getting friends on board with doing this, that, and the other. And not that there's anything at all. But obviously the results that we got, obviously we had the Billy and Alex, and obviously then we got Tracy on it as well on the main album, which was just sheer stroke of luck that we managed to get them on board with that, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think when the next album comes out, I think it'll be a bit more linear in doing it with just the core 4 of us. So whereas obviously the previous the debut album was as good as like already written stuff for when we obviously joined and did the rest of the songs. With the demo side of obviously this, obviously we've got a bit more control in obviously, you know, sculpting the songs and ideas from what we can do. And like you said, with us not being able to get into a room to do rehearsal, it's a bit hard to try and, you know, just come up with ideas and work on stuff like that, as opposed to just flinging audio files back and forth, stuff like that. Yeah, but I think, like I said, it's definitely going to be a bit more of a core collaboration as opposed to, like I said, having extras. I think, like I said, the extras are always just like the cherry on the top sort of thing. It's just, you know,
Yeah, cool.
I sort of on its selling points, but you know, it sounded great and it worked great, and so that's only going to better. Yeah.
Anyway, Bertie, we'll wrap it up there. I think we've covered all bases. So I'd like to say thank you for taking time for this interview with the Guttercat House. It's been cool, mate. Thank you. Stay safe.
Pleasure.
Okay.
You